Okay, good morning, everybody. Today we're looking at Cosm. It's still, relatively cheap stock, but it's moving pretty well, so that's something we want to keep an eye on. Going from 39 cents all the way up to 50 cents, we've got a good range there. We've got G-Sun, not quite as cheap, but not quite as good looking. 225 all the way up to 278. The range is still good on it. We've got NRBO sitting up really high right now. Bottom's 123, top is going to be 165, so we've got that good range. Lots of volume recently, nice uptrend, lots of momentum. So hopefully that carries over into market open. We have JFBR here, not really a whole lot to go off of, not a whole lot to chart off of. It's just not really looking like it's going to do anything. We've got GRND. Again, it's not really looking all that great. 11.45 to $14 is an okay range, but we're not seeing a lot of momentum behind it, so that could be sort of an issue. We have CVNA here going from $6.89 to a high here 7.45, so we have a very mediocre range, nothing too great there. And Com's super cheap, but looking pretty decent actually. It's got quite a bit of volume, quite a bit of price action, so if we start to see something like this move, we'll probably try and take a play. Would be looking at least 1 cent for a stop. So it's going to be a relatively large stop on something like this. But I mean, you could possibly make some good money off it. We'll just have to wait and see. I just want to chart quickly before the market opens some levels on this so that we know. Probably something right there. Yeah, not a whole lot of levels to go off of on this. We have some pretty consistent areas, I guess. Nothing too fantastic though. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it with that for now. Anyways, Cosm is looking really good, and honestly, NRBO is looking pretty good too. Comms is pretty decent, so these four are probably what we're going to focus on the most. Okay. Market should open here in 40 seconds. Let's run through the list again, see if there's anything new. There's Manu. You know what? That's starting to pick up a little bit, but it's not really the range we like, and it's really not ranging at all. Zers. Now it's got a bit more range to $1.32 to $1.42. Yeah, not really what I want to see though. MICT. Yeah, again, not really doing it. Wimmy. Nope. Box D. Nope. ATAT. Nope. ENVP. Nope. MTC. Nope. And Tiger. Nothing. Alright, so we got what we want. Now just to watch this open. So we see CVNA starting to run, we see Cosm starting to run, so we can go ahead and jump in on Cosm. Probably looking for a 0.48 entry. Trying to give it a 0.45 stop loss. 0.45. And then a point. Yeah, it's a pretty big stop loss, but we kind of need it. Oh, look at that. We're down to 0.45. Let's buy in here then. 0.45 entry. We're going to go for a point, maybe 0.50 on this as a PT. And then a point, I'll give it a 0.4, what do we think, 0.43? Honestly, if it drops lower than 0.43, I don't really want to touch it, so 0.43 is looking like a pretty good level. Got a nice bounce there off 0.45, so we're looking pretty good, so far anyway. Didn't set up my tracker, so give me a second. Just 1 second. Okay. NRBO is also climbing really high, really fast, and we need to jump in on that before it halts. So, $1.70, trying for $2, I think, with a $1.62 stop loss. We're almost at a range where 6 cents seems okay, so $1.62 is kind of, well, that was really weird that was already there, but $1.62. So if we're looking to get in on NRBO, you might give it a chance here at $1.68. That's not too bad. Whether or not you move that stop down further, that's totally up to you. I do think that you could probably do with a $1.60 stop, but I don't know if it's completely necessary yet. We're already back up to $1.72. $1.74, I'll be looking to take some profits. We'll watch COSM here. Comms heading down so far. That's everything else doing. Grinders down. CVNA is starting to make its run here. 720 to 745. It's not bad. We've seen worse, but we've seen better as well. Okay, 47 cents. We can take some profit on COSM. Taking some profit. COSM 0.47. We're just about touching 0.48. Don't know if we'll make that jump or not, but 0.47 is not too bad to start. And RBO did touch that 175 level, so taking profits at RBO 175. $177, nice. Look at that jump. What did we hit there? 179 at the top. Com's still not really doing a whole lot. We want to keep an eye on this because this could turn around. Yeah, this is starting to look like it's going to turn around. I want to try a comms trade. 0.8. We're going to go for a 0.12 with a 0.7 stop loss. We'll say 0.75 stop loss. I really can't stomach a whole cent here. I just can't do it, but 0.75 is pretty far down, so... I think I should have put 0.075 because I don't think the way I did it really looks proper, but who knows. We're already at 0.9, so if you got in 0.8, this is looking not bad to take profits already. So we can go ahead and take a little bit off the table here. Take some profits. Comms 0.09. Yeah, I like the 09 better. I just, for whatever reason, looks more proper to me. Pally, we could take a look at. Yeah, sure. It's not popping up on the scanner today yet, but you know what? It's looking okay, I guess. It's got some volume behind it right now, so that's something to keep an eye on. NRBO did touch 180, so that's another level that might be okay to take a little bit of profit. COSM here, we just hit 0.52. Make sure you take some profits. Taking profits. COSM 0.52. Oh, that's actually past PT, so we can actually call PT on that. And we still have quite a bit left here. So, I mean, realistically, if we hit 0.54, that's another area to take some more profits. Past that, we're probably looking at 0.56. Maybe 0.57 if we really want to start pushing it. I do think we're going to hit a pullback and get a re-entry though, so keep that in mind. NRBO is still looking okay, but I wouldn't be holding too much past 180. You know, we already did pretty well on this trade. No point in really pushing it too much. 0.10, we're going to take some more profits here on NRBO, but you know what? Even 1 cent on this is going to be good. It's pretty big. That's like 10%, right? CVNA's down, Pally's not really doing much, Grinder's not doing much, JFBR's not doing much. Well, you know what? He's selling 100% is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. At least you got out with some profit, right? Sold at 151, there you go. That's quite a bit. That's a good trade. Obviously, you know, holding on to some might have been more beneficial. We're going to find out here shortly, but we'll see. You might luck out. You could have hit the top or pretty close to the top. Let's see here, 0.53 COSM, not looking too bad. NRBO's also, you know what, it's ranging quite a bit in this area. I don't think we're going to get much past 180 right now. We're still looking pretty good here on comms. It's really hard going back from comms and COSM. Like, making me feel a little dyslexic again. So just keep an eye on that. If I start calling out comms at 50 cents, you'll know why. We just about hit that 0.54 area. It's really just about to touch it. So we want to make sure that people know. So we're going to go taking more profit, COSM 0.55, I guess, because we're just about there at this point. Yep, just touched it. We're looking really good here. We're up 10 cents on that already. That's amazing. Hopefully we hit that 0.57 area. I'm really hoping comms can push to 0.10. We'll see though. We'll see. GSUN's not looking too bad here. We've seen a nice little ramp up here, but I'm still really not sure I want to play this below the 200. We're at 0.9 or 9.5, 9.6. We could take a little bit more here, but it's not a bad option. It's really not. The problem is my tracker will round up to the nearest cent, and that's not beneficial in this situation. So I'd rather wait till we're at least very close to 10 cents to do that, so that it's not misleading. Comms just shooting up here. It's just about to hit 60 cents. Take some more profit. Taking some more profit. 0.59. COSM. Comms? Did I say comms? I meant COSM. I'm already doing it. Yeah, it looks like taking 100% really didn't pay off there too much, but you know what, though, still a good trade. It is what it is. Green is green. Past this point, I don't know how much higher we can go. This is kind of nuts. So, I mean, I'd like to say taking the rest out of 0.63. We'll see, though. We'll see how it goes. If it hits 0.63 real fast, maybe we just kind of continue to hold a little bit. What's the point of the lock button if you can just delete it anyway? I do expect that this has to come down, though. And we're getting very close to that 0.10 here. We hit 9.9, so taking profits, comms, 0.10-ish, I'm going to say, because we're real close. We might hit 0.10 pretty easy. Past 0.10, we're probably looking at 0.11. We're just going to go up 1 cent at a time on this. NRBO is still looking pretty decent. If you can like average up to about $1.80, that's kind of what we're aiming for with that. COSM definitely has to have this kind of dip. You can kind of zoom in a little bit, actually. We've had some good runners last couple days. It's been pretty fantastic. NRBO is looking good again, making its push. You know what? CVNA is back at the 200 here, and it's not looking too bad. What are we at here? $7. Yeah, you know what? The range is just not good enough on it to make me even want to take the chance with it. Yeah, GSUN was a dead cat. We just touched the 10 cent range on comms here. COSM looks like it's going to bounce off this 9 EMA. We could look for a 52 cent entry. I think I might actually do that. COSM 0.52. I'm going to go for 0.65 at least. And then a 0.49. We'll give it 3 cents. I know 3 cents is still pretty big, but 0.49 is pretty far down there. And if we continue at least somewhat bullish, this should be an okay stop. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm not like exactly worried about it, but at the same time, it's not. It's still kind of iffy. But I'm very much happy to pick up some more shares of COSM, because if this does start to run again like it is, we're already making money on it, right? So from 0.52, 0.55, definitely a good place to take some more. Taking some more profit. 0.55. COSM. 3 cents is pretty good. And at least now I feel a little bit safer that if we do come down, we do hit that 0.49 stop. You know what? It's not the worst. NRBO dropped pretty mightily after hitting that 180 zone again, dropping back down to the 167 support area. Could pick up some more around 167 to bring back up to 180. This is a really, really long range, so that's actually good for us. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot on NRBO. 167. Going to go for probably that 180 area with a 162. That gives it 5 cents. Yeah, 162 is pretty good. I like that. We'll go for that again. Yeah, 167. I thought I said 0.67 for some reason. Cosm's still holding, which is good. Com's not really ranging enough to give us what we want out of it. We'd have to get back down to 0.8. But actually, we made 2 cents off this. That's pretty killer already. I mean, our next goal would be 11 cents. I'll just move this up here. But honestly, if we drop back down to this 0.8 area, so I mean right on the support area, which would be fantastic right here. This is going to be, I guess I'll put that green. That's probably where we're going to want to re-enter as long as it's not looking like it's going to break down. We just hit stop on NRBO. That was just nasty. Did not like that. I wish that turned out a little bit better than it did, but that's okay. Cosm's still looking okay. We see it dipping down to the 52 cent area, back up to 0.54. I still think NRBO's got something in it, but we're going to wait and see. Because we did take a dip that was a lot further down than we expected. And we could see this back down to 150, 156, 155. This is going to be a key level, though. If we start breaking down from there, we're not going to want to hold at all. Going back to the list here, we probably have a couple things to look at. CVNA is not doing anything, so we're going to move on to perf, which is looking okay here. We got a good range. We got 560, 580 to 760, so we've got a decent range there. Candles are looking okay. These are 1 minute candles, and they really just look like 5 minute candles to me, and they're not, yeah, volume's not a lot. We'll probably miss this one. We could try ZERS again. No, we can't. We cannot try ZERS again. MICT? No. Okay, what about NMTC? No. All right, you know what? I think we're probably good with what we've got going on right now. Pally's looks like it might curl up from here. I think Pally could be a good long-term play too, but we just need to do a little DD on it. NRBO holding around that 62 cent range, which is really unfortunate because that's where we stopped out, but we'll see if this can pick back up from where it's at. That would be nice, I guess. That would be hopeful to see this start to pick back up. TIGR we could take a look at as well, yeah. Let's go over to this and we'll go TIGR. Let's see here. Range is 470 to 490. It's pretty slim on the range. We actually have a couple things we could look at. STSA. Yeah, no, I don't like that either. We've got GSUN, CTRM. CTRM was all the hype before. It's not looking great. LCI. No, don't like that either. SNSE. You know what? Perf has been halted. It's gone and halted twice. So, I mean, that's... ES, that's okay if it's the wrong chat. I don't mind checking out ES. I kind of like ES. Yikes! Look at that candle. Wow, that went from what was that? Like almost a 15-point move. Is FOMC going on right now? I'm pretty sure that was today, right? All right, so COSM has hit the 50 cent range. This is where we're expecting a bounce, if not from VWAP. So keep that in mind. NRBO is not looking too bad here. We're really close to that bottom band. So at 161, yeah, we can't really afford to drop a stop too low here, but I do think I want to give it a chance. So first we have to say we stopped out on NRBO, but then we're going to go ahead and say NRBO again. I'm going to try for like 160-ish. We're going to go for at least 175 with a 155 stop out. So we'll give it about 5 cents from where you get in. Looks like a safe area, but we've said that before. So we'll see what NRBO has in store for us. Did I type that in right? No, I didn't. Getting an error. There we go. Okay. COSM looks like it is might bounce off successfully here. We are back in that 0.8 range on comms here, and I want to buy back in at 0.08. We're going to go for 0.10 with a 0.075 stop loss again. So same trade. And of course I didn't type this properly. So let's try that again. 0.08, 0.10, 0.075. That's complicated. I don't like these sub 10-cent stocks. Makes me want to cry, but maybe cry with joy if we can make some money off it. We're already back at 0.9, so if you got in somewhere on 0.8, make sure you secure at least a little bit. Taking some profits. Comms, 0.09. That's so complicated. I'm being a big baby about it. 0.09. It's literally not that much work. It's just one extra number I type in, but that's okay. NRBO is looking good here. We're up at 168 here, 169. Let's take a little bit off the table. Profits, NRBO, 170-ish. I feel like I'm just shotgun blasting you guys with trades here. I'll try to slow it down a little bit. Cosm's still looking good. I kind of wanted to add more 0.50, but you know what? We still have quite a few shares, so I'm not in a rush here. Although averaging down would have been nice. Comms looking decent, I would say. NRBO still looking okay. We did hit up to 169. GSUN continued, well, you know what? I wouldn't say it continues its drop. It just hasn't really moved past this level. Not really seeing a whole lot of levels to work off of, so I mean, it is what it is. Grinder may be doing something. Perf unhalted. Range is 730 to 780. You know what? It's got a decent range to it. Let's give Perf a shot. Perf will go, 730. We're going to try for at least $8 and then just a 710 stop. Where is 710 here? It doesn't look like a lot of range or a lot of room. We're already at $8. That's nuts. But as I was trying to say, the stock is ranging quite a bit. So you can hit that stop really fast, but you can also hit your PT really fast too. I guess I haven't even... I was a little bit late to the party here, but you know what? We're already past PT by quite a bit, so. Perf. Out. 10-ish. And we're back down to 770, just like that. We'll hold through this. And we might get stopped out. I mean, I'm still not convinced we're not going to get stopped out on the remainder, but you know what? It's looking okay so far, so we'll let it do its thing. NRBO turned down a little bit. Comms looks like it wants to push for 0.10 again, which we will take more profits at 0.10 if we're given that number. And COSM looks okay as well. It is kind of looking like... We'll see on the next bounce what it looks like. I don't want to speculate too soon. Did I take anything out of NRBO yet? Yes. Yes, I have. At 0.69, I believe. 0.69? Let's see. Where's that trade? Yeah, 0.69. Still looks pretty good, though. I would say that we're at least going to hit 169. Bouncing around these numbers too much. Yeah, we just hit 170 again there, so looking pretty good. I do think we're going to hit at least 174. COSM still looking decent, moving back up now, which is nice to see. COM sitting on the 200 and VWAP nicely here. Perf back up above $8. We hit 830 there. Honestly, I'm probably looking for like 840. Where did I take? Yeah, probably about 840 to take a little bit more off the table. Past that, probably $9. Pally did actually make its move up here, $3.65 to $4. That's a pretty solid move, actually. What is ES doing now? ES is continuing its climb back up to the high there. That's cool. NRBO touching 170 again after hitting 173, so it came very close to 174. We can close down JFBR. It's not going to do anything. Grinder, slowly doing its thing here. Comms, yeah, it's also slowly grinding up. NRBO back at 170, and COSM really needs to make that push to at least, what do we take out at 0.53? 0.55. We took out at 0.55. Yeah. So we're probably looking at 0.57 for the next one. Ideally, maybe even 0.58 if we get that push. So this one we're going to want to take at least a little bit more here at resistance. In comms, we are waiting for 0.10, remember. Perf is down a little bit. We did touch 830 there, back down to about 760. We'll see what happens with that. Cosm, Perf, NRBO, NMTC, Manu, MICT, Zer, CTRM. Yeah, we got everything here. There's only like one thing new that popped up that we could take a look at, which is turn. Yeah, no, we don't like that. So we will see. Cosm not looking bad. Comms is also looking pretty decent, actually. I would like to see it make a new high instead of like kind of consolidating here, but I'll take whatever we can get. We're actually doing pretty well today already, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, that Cosm play was 31%. That's nuts. That's huge. NRBO still struggling. Cosm not really. We're stuck in this little rut here with all three of these now. None of them want to make a new high or anything, so we're in that lull, which is fine. We can entertain ourselves until something happens. And G-Sun dead cat bounces again. Perf coming very, very close to our stop loss, but you know what? It might turn around. I would say it still looks pretty bearish, though. More than likely going to stop out on the remainder of Perf, which is, you know, it is what it is. So close. Cosm finally pushing back close to that 0.55. Oh, we might get away with this on Perf. It might actually move back up. I think we're still going to see a little bit more of a pullback here. We've got a lot of room on that MACD before we even get close to zero. So, I mean, I'm still kind of expecting a stop out on it, but on the remainder. Yeah, these are all really bearish. Well, I mean, like, that's kind of a reversal. This is kind of a reversal, too. I think it's kind of a tug-of-war point. I mean, having that stop loss there at 710 is not ideal. Yeah. There we go. Just touched it there. I was like, why isn't it not dinged me? That there it is. Yeah, I mean, we could have moved it down. I mean, I was thinking maybe $7, but I'd like to see if it ever touches $7, because that'd be nice to see. That's right on resistance or support, I guess, right now. So we'll see if it bounces off $7. Maybe it's another good re-entry point. Comms looks like it's getting ready to go. NRBO is still kind of bouncing around in a range, and we have Cosm finally moving up here. We are seeing it at 0.56. 0.57 is the area we're looking to take some more profit at. Up to you if he takes them at 0.56, though. You know, it is what it is. Perf turning around. We should try another perf trade. Perf, we'll go 720 to $8 at least with a just give it a $7 stop right where it's at. I think this looks good. I mean, you could probably even get in a little lower than $7 if you tried. There's 715 right there. That's another one of those scenarios where this is the kind of stock that I would play over and over and over again to try and get the thing right, because I feel like it could potentially go and just have tight stops. But since we're still trying to stick to the 10 trade rule, it's a little more difficult for me because I can't just put tight stops and stop out every time. Still gonna try it. Could give this a little extra room. You know, we can really afford 15, even 25 cents, but I wouldn't really go past 25 cents. So realistically, you could have yours at $7, or even like 6.85 would be pretty reasonable as well. But I wouldn't go lower than that. Columns might be breaking down here instead of breaking out. Hitting that 0.57 area on COSM, so that's another area to take profits. Again, we're killing it on COSM. Looking good. Well, you know what? We might break back above bullish on comms. Perf, nice little push there, 720. I mean, I'm kind of looking for 760 to take some profits to begin with. After 760, I mean, 790 is looking pretty decent for that as well. That may be 820. I know our PT is $8, but we'll see. I mean, either 790 or $8, or you could even like do 20-cent ranges, so 780, and then $8 if you want to. And then, of course, you want to take around the high, so 830. Any of those levels are looking pretty good for that kind of a trade. We're hitting 0.60 here, so make sure that you take some more profits at point... you know what? 0.59 actually. It's 2 cents, so we could take some right there. COSM, 0.59. Wow, we're really actually might just push to 0.60 here anyway. There it is. There it is. All right, let's take there. I'm good with that. Again, we're looking at huge trades here. So after 0.60, we're starting to not have too many shares left. So yeah, I'm thinking 63 cents is probably the next range we would want to take the rest out at, or close to it. NRBO, I'm kind of iffy on. Comms, it's looking good. I like the way this is forming. Obviously, I like COSM. COSM's looking good too. Perf, yeah, not so much. Again, we're back to being a little bit bearish on it. But you know what? I feel like this is one of those stocks that could just randomly shoot up. So we could hit like two, maybe even 3 of these targets in a matter of 15 seconds. So just keep that in mind. You never really know. Okay, 740 again. That's not looking too bad. COSM down a little bit. That's to be expected. NRBO hitting the bottom of the range. I'd say if we break down from right here, you're likely to maybe want to cut at 161 or lower. Maybe lower than 161. Not quite exactly 161. You're probably going to see a harsh drop once it hits that level, or if it breaks that level. We're pushing for 10 cents here again on comms. Hitting resistance. Perf breaking down to the $7 area. Very, very close to it anyway. 740, you know what? In retrospect, 740 doesn't look too bad. That would have been like 25 cents of profit. But it's a little late now to take profits that are already long gone, so we'll have to wait and see if we stop out on that or not. But we are hitting 0.63 very easily there. We hit 0.64, so I guess taking some more profit. COSM 0.64, and now we're getting very close to out of shares again. And I don't. You slept on CVNA. What the short for it? Let's see. Where are we? COSM. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we only got a little bit left to COSM, so I'm starting to sweat a little bit on that. It moved up, like dramatically, eh? Yeah, pretty dramatically too. $7 to, yeah. Even still though, that's only like 50 cents on a $7 stock, right? You're getting more out of comms here if this hits 10 cents. Like comms hitting 10 cents should be 20%. I agree that CVNA looks better. I like the chart better for sure. But when you break it down to actual percentages, I think other things are looking better. Yeah, there's that big drop on NRBO. So remember how we were saying if it drops down from 161 a little bit, it's probably going to be a harsh drop. It's exactly what happened. But that's okay. And comms is like, it got real close to that 10-cent mark again. Cosm looks like it might be topping out here, which would be fantastic. That means we got right at the top. But you know what? Something tells me, I was going to say, something tells me this is just going to keep going anyway. And perf, of course, is going to just continue to drop. So we'll be taking another stop out on perf. Although it's a very tight stop, so I'm not like necessarily worried about it. It just takes up a spot we could be day trading with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got one more trade. I gotta say it's probably, well, you know what? Pally's not looking too bad. It could be Pally, but it's most likely going to be comms if we see that back down at this 0.8 area. Maybe even Cosm. Cosm's still looking really good too. So Cosm, comms, and Pally are what looks best to me right now. NRBO, I mean, there's money to be made. We've made money on almost all our NRBO trades, but I don't know. This one's more of a struggle. We just hit 10 cents on comms. That's where we're taking profits. Some more profits. Comms, 0.10. We're at 10.30 here. Hitting a new high. Let's go. We got quite a few shares left, so let's keep it going. Let's see 0.11 on both of these trades. That would be great. We did hit 0.65. Honestly, with the remaining shares, I really kind of want to hit 0.70. We could take out a small amount of 0.68 here. What did we take out? 0.64? Or 164? No, yeah, 0.64. Yeah, we did. So 0.68 probably is fairly realistic to take out a little bit more. And then we're probably looking at 70 cents. And we could get rid of these lines down here because they don't mean anything anymore. 10.40. We're seeing a nice push here. 10.60. Let's get that 11 cents. That's going to be huge for us. Like absolutely huge. Yeah, perf not doing anything, NRBO not doing anything. Pally's, you know, it's ranging, and this is a doable range. You could be getting in at 360-ish up to 390-ish. You know, 30 cents on a $4 stock is pretty decent. Cosm down a little bit. Com's still up. Would still like to see that push to 11. Not sure how likely that is to happen at this point, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we see it. We might be running into some resistance, but yeah, probably around 10.88, and then yeah, we'll hit 11, and then see some slight resistance above it as well, but we'll see. I think people want 11 on this, so it'll probably happen. Nasty drop on Cosm here. We do have some support in this area, so I want to keep an eye on that. Right off it. Literally right off it. Oh, that looks so good. I want to take that so badly, but there's not enough yet. I need to see it come back down and retest. Can't risk it on the last trade. I want to be at least somewhat certain. Yeah, certainty might come at a cost here, though. That's the problem. We'll see. We'll see. Perf? Yeah, we got perf. Yeah, it could be doing something. I'm not really sure about it, though. Volume's really low. Calm's not looking too bad here. Cosm is coming down for a retest, I think. We're going to see if it actually holds on this support. If it does not, I'm not seeing too many areas below that it will, so I think we're just going to hold here. I'm going to buy more. This could be a mistake, but Cosm 0.58 if we can. We're going to go for 0.70. That's kind of where we want to see this with a 0.50. 0.55. You could give it 0.56 if you want. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. I feel like if we break down, we're going to break down hard, but we will see. Oh, nice. Got a package. My coffee is finally arriving. I say finally, even though I ordered it like yesterday. But it's peppermint coffee, which is actually what I was saying I wanted them to come out with, was a peppermint coffee, and they finally did, and I'm really excited about it. Unfortunately, it was not on sale. Of course not. Come on, Comms. Make that push. Cosm's making a push. You can do it too. So it would like severely help our cause here if Comms hits 11 cents. We're really banking on that. Obviously, Cosm's looking good too. 0.63, 0.64, good time to take some profits. Profits. Cosm, 0.64-ish. Because we're close. No, I am in Cosm, yeah. I got in a little bit higher than I want to, but that's at the cost of me trying to wait for the, retest that I really wasn't certain was even going to happen. But it's okay, because the trade's starting to work out anyway, so even getting in a little bit high is not bad. Speaking of that, though, I should move this up to 0.56, since I got in higher. Or 0.65. Well, I just took a 0.64, so I'm not really ready to take a 0.65 yet, but we did hit 0.66. You know what? 0.66 is not a bad place. Taking some more profit. Cosm, 0.66-ish. We'll see when it comes back up. Oh, come on, Comms. You're pushing. Just... It's so close. So close. We're almost back at $7 on perf. Comms right there. There it is. Oh, thank God. Taking more profit. Comms, 0.11. I mean, ideally, we're still looking at a 12-cent, about a 12-cent PT on Comms for all these trades. So long ways to go, but we could hit 12. But taking these 1 cent up each time, definitely huge. We're making our money here. So I'm not really leaving a whole lot to go past 12 though. Cosm back down. Comms actually made quite the push there. Not quite there yet though. Cosm's down a little bit. Pally's not looking too bad. And RBO bouncing off the 200. This could be another good opportunity for a trade off 149. That is looking pretty decent. Yeah, you know what? The further off you go, though, the further off that 200 gets, and it's not by a little bit; it's by a lot. So that could be a problem. Comms is still looking pretty decent though. I think this could actually push to 12 pretty quick. Cosm, you know, healthy pullback and all, so I can't really complain. Off the Cosm off the 20 EMA. I just realized I had my 20 EMA off. You know what? Yeah, I see that too. Yeah, you could use that as a re-entry point. So the only thing I'm kind of worried about is that MACD is getting very close to the 0 threshold here. We did see a dip below and come back pretty quickly. So, I mean, you might see that again here. If we even get that close. But it is looking pretty good for a bounce there. I would have to agree. We pushed to 11.50 before we saw that pullback. Let's take a look at, yeah, you know what, we can get rid of this, PRCH. This ran hard. We went from $1.62 to $2.04. The pre-market looked like absolute garbage though. I hate when stocks do that, when the pre-market has nothing and then it opens up, and what is that, like $1.60 to $2.05? That's like a 20-30% run. That's nuts. Well, you're getting your 20 EMA bounce here if it holds. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see it bounce, but we are very close to that 0 threshold, so keep that in mind. Spread's like sort of bad on it. Not really. That NRBO bounce though, you know what? I'm gonna put out an alert for NRBO. Go for like a 152 entry, go for maybe, I think you could easily see 170 on it with a 149 stop. 149 is literally right on the 200 though. You'd have to go 148. You could afford 148 at that though. You could probably even afford 147. Profit points are, let's see, if you got 152, you're probably looking to take some 158. And you're probably looking at like 162, 166, 170, 158, 162, 166, and 170. Com's still holding, surprisingly. Honestly, I thought we were going to see a breakdown from that. We are starting to turn a little bit bearish on Cosm here, but you know what? We've seen this before, and we saw it pull back above pretty frequently, or pretty quickly. So I'm sure we'll see that again. Not so sure we'll see that again. I'm sort of sure we'll see that again. This is all over the place. I'm not really sure at this point. We are kind of reaching into a new low here on that MACD, so that could be a telling sign that the run is done. Comms with a nasty drop too. Oh my god, look at that. So close to stopping out on the remainder here. I really would rather not end the trade there, but if we have to, we have to. We'll see. Lots of selling off happening. Comms with a decent recovery. Now let's see it on Cosm as well. NRBO giving that 152 spot. We're just about. Honestly, I think we might be okay on Cosm. That would be cool. Nope, stopping out on the remainder. You're back in at 0.58. All right, let's go. Let's see. What's your stop here? Eesh. Yeah, it's going. It's going. It is going down. How much does that hurt our average here? Not that bad, but still kind of stings. Stopped out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say your stop loss is probably about 3 cents, so 0.55 or something. And yeah, I just blew right through that all the way down. The 200 or the VWAP line here could be a support line, but you know what? This looks like it's just a complete sell-off. 2 cents? Yeah, okay, that's pretty fair. Comms, I'm still banking on 12 cents here. Cosm could be a VWAP bounce, but it's hard to tell at this point. We're gonna see what Comms has in store. I think Comms is really the last thing we're in right now. Cosm still hurts. Comms looking okay. You know, Pally's looking okay down here still, as long as it doesn't break down from 358. NRBO does hit that 152 bounce. Could maybe even get in like 150 would be a pretty solid spot to get in. Your stop loss is going to be about 147 on this, so down there. But yeah, if you got in 150, you could easily put this down to like 140, 146, 145, and it would be great. This looks like it could definitely bounce off this. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is it could be a VWAP bounce, which would not be good. I'm still curious to see a VWAP bounce here or not. So far, it's looking like it is bouncing. Comms letting us down, man. Coming all the way back down to the bottom of 10 cents. NRBO still holding out. Not really doing a whole lot. Well, I mean, at least we fit all 10 trades in today. Yesterday, we didn't even get close to 10 trades. I think we stopped at 7. 8. We got 8 trades yesterday. Today was 10, though. Took 2 stop outs. That's not too bad. Like to see a decent recovery here on comms. Come on, comms. Cosm does look like it's going through a VWAP bounce, which is rather unfortunate because it blew through our support like nothing and then just continued to drop all the way down. But I guess it is what it is. I mean, it kind of bounced off the VWAP back here as well. We might have seen this coming. Com's pretty bullish on the 1 minute, that's for sure. Even on the 5 minute, it's starting to look bullish, but we've only had 1 minute of the 5 minute candle form, so it's all going to look the same there. NRBO dropping right down to stop. That's unfortunate. This is, in fact, a dead cat bounce. GSUN still dropping as well. This one's just been kind of giving it all back today. More than all today. It's going back down to yesterday's lows, it looks like. PRCH not doing anything. What's ES doing? Yeah, it's kind of raging right now. Not looking too bad. Last hope is comms to see some sort of profit for the end of the day here. 2 plays, 2 stop losses. Yeah, that sucks. Were those NRBO? Or is that NRBO and Cosm? Like the last Cosm play? Both NRBO? Yeah. I don't think I made a ton of money off NRBO today. I think that was the worst stock. We made 5% the first time, then we lost 3%. and then we made 4%. So we walked away with like 7 or 8% on NRBO, which is like, yeah, not great. For 3 plays, it's not worth 3 plays to waste that many plays on only like 8% gains. And now it's just kind of tanking. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Pally, yeah, well, that one's kind of breaking down too. So now that's breaking down to new lows, it's not ranging anymore, not worth playing. Comms, it's at the bottom of the band here. This could be another decent like entry point, but at this point, like when it's at 8 cents, it's having no problem getting back to 9 cents. When you're at 10 cents, getting back to 11 cents seems kind of hard. So, I mean, at this point, it's not looking too great. Comms, you know, it is bouncing off VWAP so far, but this isn't looking great. Yeah, it looks like it's giving it back anyway. I mean, it's volatile, that's for sure, but a lot of selling happening all at once here. That's nuts. Comms looks like it is hitting the bottom here and might possibly bounce. It's hard to tell with this stock, though. We do have a lot of buy orders coming in. Pally not doing a whole lot. Perf not doing a whole lot. We could actually close down GSA, not worth playing. Porch, not worth playing. Perf, not really worth playing. CVNA, I mean, like it still looks okay. The volume's a little lower, but again, like unless you're looking for a 5-10 cent play on a $7 stock, not really worth it. Pally's not worth it. Honestly, even Cosm's not really looking too worth it right now, but we are almost back down to the 200. That's probably the last opportunity this stock has to really stay in play. NRBO, you know what? When I said $1.45 stop, if you could get lower at $1.50, that may have been the case. You know, I don't think it's not going to break through the support right now anyway, unless we see unless this is truly a dead cat bounce again, it shouldn't break any lower. Comms starting to head back up. We've got Cosm, yeah, bouncing, not really off any discernible level, I don't think. Yeah, not really any discernible level there, so I don't think this is the end of the drop. But it is what it is. So we can go over the trade tracker quickly since we're out of trades anyway. We'll go to the money board. We made $3,000 today, so you know what? We're starting to pick it up a little bit. Yesterday was better. We made 8%. Pally was just absolutely nuts, but today 7% is not bad. We'll definitely take that considering we were stuck at 2% for the longest time there. 31% on Cosm, 37% on Comms, and then we got 23% on Cosm again. Comms 37%. Comms and Cosm were definitely the plays. So those were looking really good. As far as the challenge goes, our total is 46,000. So I think it might be safe to say by the end of this month, we got how many trading days? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days. Yeah, we'll make 50K by the end. Which is kind of cool for a cash account in 3 months to go from 5,000 to 50,000. It's 10x in 3 months, which isn't bad. I can deal with that. But yeah, there was something I was going to mention today. What was I going to mention? Oh yeah, Duke's class. That's what I was going to mention. So Duke is having comms is going. Duke is having his class at market close today, I believe, because it's interchanging Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So it's going to be going back and forth this week. It should be on Wednesday. I think the live schedule thing says Tuesday. Yeah, it says Tuesday, but it's happening tonight. Probably should have mentioned that yesterday, so people weren't like getting excited for Duke's class. But it should be today at close. Is that what we're doing? The last hour at close. 4:30 p.m. EST. So that's 1:30. So yeah, market close. Although it says 4:30, but I think it might be 4 o'clock. I'll have to double check. Just watch for an announcement on that because I think it might be 4 o'clock EST instead of 4:30. Check out THMO. I'll check that out, sure. Yeah, it's okay. It's not really my thing. It doesn't have a lot of price action with it. And the range it's okay. I mean, it's like comms, but worse. There's not there's not consistent anything going along with this, so it makes it very hard to even want to play something like that. But you know what? If you start seeing this kind of volume for a little bit longer and you see the price action is actually like filling out and looking consistent, like you can see on comms, it looks more consistent. Where on THMO, it's just definitely not. There's gaps. It's kind of like moving up really fast and moving down really fast and moving back up. It's just it's hard to play stuff like that where comms is a little bit more flowy, I guess, which is what we're kind of looking for. Yeah, yep, we did okay today. Yep. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hopefully you made some money today. Make sure to show up for Duke's class if you're interested in what he's teaching. It's actually some pretty interesting stuff. He's kind of got the same things going as Tommy, but he goes more into the educational aspect of it. So definitely give that a go if you like anything to do with options. Besides that, guys, I will see you again tomorrow. Yeah, and happy Thanksgiving. Take care, guys.